2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Soaring high above the Willamette River. Both teams tonight dealing with some injury. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
So the Nets starting five. We've got Green, Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's DeAndre Jordan, and it's Harris in at the small forward. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the center, filling out the middle. Now here is Harris after the miss from Damian Lillard. Harden finds Irving. Pulls up. And the rebound by Nurkic.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
There's the lob to Harden. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Powell. Banked in off the glass.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Irving passes to Harden. Powell with the steal. McCollum right side. Lillard. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Just a bit of a rut here early. Just 1 of 4 so far.
Left side, Irving. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Harden dishes to Jordan. Got it. Good job in the low post.
I love the confidence from Jordan. All of his shots are going to come from the paint, so he should be confident when he's got the ball there.
Harden against Lillard. Pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Here's Nurkic. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That is his first foul of the game. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. In the corner, Powell with it. Lillard from outside.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better. That's the kind of leader you can get behind.
Trailblazers trail by 3. Powell, that's good.
Well, if you go to Lehigh, of course, you're going to make smart plays. McCollum good at sensing when his man was going to be wide open.
Now, here is Harden. Irving passes to Jordan. And Green slams it in.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
A 3 from McCollum. That one doesn't drop. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Irving surveying the floor. Harris kicks to Irving. Here's Jordan out to Harris. Passes it to Green. Outside Irving. From outside off the mark.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Stolen by Harden. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop. And Harden with the stuff.
And that's a nice job defensively from Harden. I mean, he's capable of these kinds of plays when the guy is engaged and active.
Now, here's Lillard. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
50 seconds left in the first quarter. Irving with the ball. 6 to shoot. Shot from 12. And he connects with the jumper.
And Irving is so difficult to stay with in the pick and roll. The moment he gets that kind of room, he's going to pull.
We've got 28 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Lillard with the bucket.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Harden against Lillard. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That is his first foul of the game. 17 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Outside for Griffin. Brown the pass to Griffin. Back to Brown. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Nets lead. Damian Lillard told us before the game, when asked how he stays so
humble beginnings. I'm from.
Well, some of the best stories in our league are about guys who struggled to get to where they are today.
And I really hope the young guys out there are listening to this. You don't have to be a 5-star prospect to achieve your dreams.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
We've got C.J. McCollum. Ennis Cantor is out there with Anthony. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Simons in at the 1. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. Now here's McCollum. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. From deep. Clock at 6. Cantor kicks to McCollum. Portland needs to get off a shot. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul, 3 guys that, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, witnessing his journey to greatness. All the while, he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst partner, but a fan and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. And it's Aldridge on the follow.
Efficiency with that activity there. Aldridge excels at getting ideal positioning on the offensive glass and then takes care of business.
Here's Simons. Dishes to McCollum. Shot on the way. Outside, Jones. Pass to Simons. McCollum right side. Ball's knocked loose. Goes up with it again. And Cantor with the lay-in. Good. Cantor's got 4 points in the quarter.
Like when his motor is running and he's playing with high levels of energy, Cantor is a monster on the offensive glass.
And here's Harden. He's got 5. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Anthony dishes to Cantor, and Nicholas Claxton gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And the Nets making a change here. Irving's checked in. Cantor, the pass to Jones. Back to Cantor. Irving with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Changes up, and he lays it up and in. And the Nets lead by 2.
Yeah, put some students in the classroom because that's exactly how you move the ball. Kyrie terrific at spotting the open man, and then you got to get it to him.
Here's Simons. No points in the game yet for him. The dish to Carmelo. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And here's Aldridge. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Jones against Griffin. Luwawu-Cabarrot kicks to Irving. That one doesn't go. For Portland, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Anthony in the corner. Here's Cantor. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
The strength and skill level of Cantor, just too much to handle there.
The Trailblazers shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
Powell, he's jacked in for Portland. Lillard comes in for Anthony Simons. Now here's Irving. The pass to Claxton. In the corner, it's Griffin. Just 5 on the clock. And he comes up with the deuce. Griffin's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Lillard scanning the floor. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. The Nets with the lead. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Chioza. Back to Jordan. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
That's a 2 from Powell. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. Their field goal percentage was a rope. That's all for now. Say good.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Enes Kanter, what a contribution.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling down those offensive boards.
And the team appreciating all of that dirty work going on. His activity has been phenomenal.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Irving is out there with Tyler Johnson. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Green, and it's Harris in at the 3 spot.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul called.
Back to Lillard. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Lillard's got 7 points in the game. And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
And that one, good.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team, just fighting tonight.
Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
That's a solid blueprint. It's the Nets now. The Blazers getting the bucket. Irving can't get it to go.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Got a piece of it, and stolen by Kyrie Irving. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way. Covington with the steal. The drive by Nurkic for the lead. And there's Lillard on the assist by Nurkic. Lillard's got 4 this quarter.
Well, he's effective in the catch and shoot dating back to his college days. Lillard has brought that skill to the pros.
Irving passes to Brown. Harris outside. Here's Irving. Sinks the 15-footer. 6 points for Kyrie Irving.
Nice mid-range J. Automatic, it looks like, for Kyrie Irving right now.
Lillard outside. There's the 3. It's hauled in by Brown. Nets have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. He feeds it to Jordan. Irving against Lillard. The kick out to Brown. 6 on the shot clock. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
Derek Jones, he's checked in for Portland. And the Nets also making a change. Harden's checked in. Now here's Covington. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Back to Jones. He dishes it to Nurkic. And that comes off the assist by Jones. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's foul number 2 for him. So Portland ends up going with the new group. The Nets also changing it up. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Griffin comes in for Jeff Green. And it's Luwawu Cabarrot in for Harris. Now, here is Harden. He has 5. And again, it's the Nets missing. Trailblazers have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. Out to Anthony. Portland moving the ball around. Here's Simons. Drops in the tray. Simons has got the lead up to 5 now for the Trailblazers.
Something sapped them of their energy defensively since halftime. In the first half, out there scrambling, running, hustling. Since then, not so much.
Now here's Griffin. And that one drops for him. Griffin's got 6.
Blake Griffin is still very, very strong, and that solid foundation and base is helping him on the inside.
Anthony dishes to Cantor. He's covered by Brown, and it's sent back by Aldridge. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break, and the jam by Harden.
And a staple of Harden's attack. Sometimes it seems he's better finishing through contact on the drive.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Simons, guarded by Harden. Here's Cantor. Fires from deep. A nice shot by Simons. He has 6.
Like the execution there from Cantor. Usually likes to score, this time with the pass.
The deep 3 from Harden. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. It's the Trailblazers. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. A moment now to reset the lineups. Back to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. On the floor for Portland. Enes Kanter is out there with Anthony. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Simons in at the 2. Harden outside. Passes it to Harris. Here's Claxton. No good there. Anthony with the defensive effort. Here's Lillard. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And now it's an 8-point Portland lead.
Well, Lillard aggressive in this game so far. Awesome at finding different ways to attack close to the rim.
Pass to Claxton. Out to Harris from past the arc. Tries again. Wow. And Nicholas Claxton gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Cantor. Robert Covington comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Powell, he's checked in for Derek Jones. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Anthony Simons. And the basket by Lillard.
Oh boy, the touch is coming back here in the second half. Percentages from the field much better than it was at the break.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth.
Nurkic big and blocking.
Here's Harden. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. McCollum left side. It's Covington on the wing. Back to McCollum. Trying to find Covington. Gets it to him. A shot off that time. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Here's Brown. Yep, it counts.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Back to Lillard. Down low. He gets it in there.
Was so good off the pass. McCollum set up and ready at all times.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Lillard against Harden. On the wing, Harris. Back to Harden. Portland grabs the miss.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Even though McCollum's a little bit thin, he doesn't mind taking the contact and moving away from it before scoring.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Green, he's checked in for Joe Harris. And Irving subbed in for Brown. They throw good. McCollum. Nets trail by 13. Here's Irving. And McCollum with the block. Here's Lillard. No good on the shot. And Brooklyn will come the other way. And here's the break. Irving dishes to Green.
And the former Hoya Green, a rangy forward who can both score and defend from all areas of the floor.
The free throw drops for Jeff Green. Jordan, he's checked in for the Nets. And Jeff Green drops them both. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. The pass to McCollum. Back to Lillard from deep three-point range, but they recover it. McCollum deciding where to go with it. To the middle, Covington. He doesn't hit that one. Nets trail by 11. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Aldridge.
Kyrie not backing away from the contact there. In fact, welcoming that one, tricked you into it.
1:04 left to play here in the fourth. Lillard against Harden, and he drops it in from the low post. And the Trailblazers lead by 11. And it's Harden with the ball for the Nets. Pass to Irving. Yes, that goes in.
No stopping Kyrie on the drive right there. Getting to the basket with ease.
Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question. That would be all she wrote.
It's Covington on the wing. It's Powell on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Passes it to Nurkic. Lillard from outside. Again, the miss by Lillard. And the Nets with possession here. 9-point game. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Yeah, you could pretty much say that DeAndre Jordan's going to get a lot of his points right there, trolling around the rim.
Now Lillard. And so it's Portland winning this one. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the small forward position. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic. And it's Powell in at the 3, the small forward.
And Yusuf Nurkic missing a whole calendar year not too long ago, was still involved with the team during that stretch and was a fixture on their bench.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Nurkic. But Hey, bro, you had some wild shirts on the sideline. I couldn't even watch the game. You was over there dizzying cats up. But I know you were doing your thing, but he would use clothing to call out other players, teams, and commentators. Nurkic doesn't mince words, and I'm glad he's back and playing.
Here's Lillard following the basket by Giannis. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Fires the three, and it's Norman Powell with the three.
And terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
Now here's DiVincenzo for three. Middleton, and the rebound by Nurkic.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Here's McCollum. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Holiday looking over the floor. He kicks to Giannis. Chalk up 2 there.
And they really all have confidence in Antetokounmpo to run that set. That they're willing to put every aspect of their offense in his hands.
To the paint. At the top of the key, Powell. Covington inside the line. No good on his first attempt of the game. Bucks have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. And Holiday kicks to Lopez. Back to Holiday. He dishes it to Lopez. Kicks it out to Giannis. Clock at 4 in the corner. Middleton with it. Off target from three-point range. Portland leading by 3. Here's McCollum. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. DiVincenzo against Powell. Powell with the steal. Lillard attacking. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
D has got to do a better job clogging up routes to the rim. Lillard is a terror when it comes to driving the shot.
Holiday against Lillard. Lopez inside. Shoots over Nurkic. Lopez, no luck. The Trailblazers have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Kicks it out to Covington. From deep. And Portland turns it over again.
Not a great play on either end. Bad delivery and way too late to react on the catch.
So for the Trailblazers, Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Derek Jones in for Powell. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. Here's Lillard after Drew Holiday's score. We've got 1:13 left to play in the first quarter. Kicks it out to Lillard. And the 3 off target. Bucks trail by 3. Forbes the pass to Holiday. Shoots the 3. He can't get that one, so the Trailblazers will take it the other way. McCollum with the ball, picked up by Portis, and the basket by McCollum.
What a dead-eye McCollum is from that range. Such a tremendous feel for the mid-range jumper.
Outside Holiday. With some arc, and it's good on the way in.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Trailblazers leading by 3. Now the pass to McCollum. Up top, Cantor. For the 3. And there's McCollum. That's good on the assist by Cantor. McCollum's got 5 now.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Holiday, the pass to Connaughton. And Forbes has it in the corner. Back to Connaughton. To the left wing. Taken away by Anthony. Lillard fires away from way outside. And that does it for the first quarter. Trailblazers lead by 6. Earlier, Damian Lillard spoke to us about how he deals with a big loss.
I look to the times where things.
Greg, he's certainly a gentleman in victory and defeat.
You know, Lillard takes the L as a learning opportunity. Sure, it stings, but he also knows it can make them stronger if they use it right.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Guys, what stands out from the Blazers so far?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, how many coaches say we want to start fast? Now let's see if they can maintain that intensity.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court for the Bucks, Portis is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo, and it's Connaughton in at the 3 slot. The shot's good. Portis has got his first bucket in this one. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch, I agree. And Milwaukee has possession, following the miss by C.J. McCollum. Portis finds DiVincenzo. Just 5 to shoot. And Cantor pulls it down.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Here's Anthony. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Little's checked in. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's DiVincenzo with the putback, and Cantor pulls it down. Trailblazers leading by 6. Anthony kicks to Little. And he overshot that one, missing. Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team. And in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can still be a positive.
And the dunk by Giannis.
And if you're looking to make a big play with the pass, you've got to love Giannis. He's a big target on those alley-oop lobs.
Here's Simons. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That's his first foul. Harry Giles is checked in for Portland. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Forbes checked in. And now the fast break. Middleton with the ball. Three-pointer. A three-pointer is right on target. And now just a 1-point Portland lead.
And this is what Middleton does. Hit trades. He's one of the best in the league at helping his team space the floor.
Pass to Simons. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
The Trailblazers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And as a team, excellent a season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
Drew Holiday, he's checked in for Milwaukee.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Bucks trail by 3. We've got 1:48 left here in the second. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Holiday dishes to Lopez. Just 4 to shoot. Middleton can't get it to go. Portland leading by 3. Little passes to Giles. To the wing on the left. Passes to Simons. This one for 3. Portland no good that time either.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. An incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. Here's Jones following the bucket by the Bucks. Dishes to Cantor. Pass to Giles. To the inside. Simons. And it's sent back by Lopez.
Having to be careful around Lopez. He's solid at timing when he leap up to block shots.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send back.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Now here's Middleton. Right side, Antetokounmpo. Back to Middleton. From the arc. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
A determined shooter who excels at the charity stripe. Middleton will gladly head to the line.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Brook Lopez. And he nails the third.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Portland trailing here. Lillard with it. McCollum finds Powell. Back to McCollum. Three-pointer, Lillard. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Nope.
Kevin,
thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K. It's Milwaukee with the advantage at the half. They've got a 2-point lead. Kenny, how'd you... Thanks for joining.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Bringing the physicality. I mean, they kept working it to him, and he kept delivering.
The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half with.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
And there's Lopez. That's good on the assist by Antetokounmpo. Lopez has got the lead, back up to 2 now for Milwaukee. Now Lillard, he's got 6. McCollum outside. It's McCollum on the wing. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. DiVincenzo kicks to Antetokounmpo. Shoots over Lillard. Tries again. Covington with the steal. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. And the dunk by Covington.
Proving he's not afraid to finish with power. Covington loves to dunk it home.
The Bucks shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
On the clock. Trying to get open is Lopez. Trailblazers shooting the ball at 42%. Lillard outside. Back to Powell. Inside. Lopez with the steal. To the inside. Stolen by McCollum. And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up. Here's Powell for the lead. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Oh, he's a real menace. Nurkic is 7'1". He's difficult to guard without fouling.
Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game, because I think Giannis is trending in that direction and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant, and
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
And it's out of bounds to Portland. Will retain possession. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Cantor's checked in. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for the Bucks. And Lillard kicks to Anthony. Powell, the pass to Carmelo. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers.
When you pair Cantor's strong frame with the scorer's mentality, you get a guy that loves to dunk.
Bucks trail by 4. We've got 1:55 left in the third quarter. The pass to Connaughton. Shot on the wing. Here's Portis. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Here's Covington. Outside Anthony. It's Covington on the wing. Offline with his 3.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Count it. Connaughton's got his first basket.
Oh, looking to connect with the open man, Portis. He's got the right mentality out there.
And Cantor now top the key. Back to Lillard. He's all alone. Here's Tucker. Pushes it down to finish the break.
It almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
It's Covington on the wing. 50 seconds left to play here in the third. Back to Lillard. 5 on the clock. A 3. And stolen by Portis. Bucks another fast break opportunity here. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
I mean, he's got a lot of smarts on the court, but Tucker doesn't need to think too much on that assist. He was wide open.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Cantor kicks to Anthony. Shoots. That one's good from the corner. Anthony's got the game tied up here for Portland.
Oh, this is the kind of ball movement they want to get from Cantor. Scan the floor, and when you spot the open man, get it to him.
And here is DiVincenzo. Over Lillard. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. Third quarter comes to a close in a back. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Well, how about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the 5. Now here's Lopez. 6 on the shot clock. Holiday attacking. It's good. Holiday's got the lead up to 2 now for the Bucks.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Terry Stotts just went over his game plan with his team. He's not happy with what he says are late rotations defensively against their three-point shooters. And then at the offensive end, he wants his guys to get their own shots within the rhythm and flow of the offense. Kevin?
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Holiday left side. Middleton outside. It's stolen by Little. Lets the three fly and out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
An easy pass turns into a terrible turnover. And that's a possession waster.
Jones checked in for Portland. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Forbes checked in. Outside Holiday. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. There's the dish to Forbes. The putback, it's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Here's Simons. Little with the ball. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Floats it up for Giannis. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Simons, the pass to Nurkic. Trying to find Jones. He gets it to him. Pass to Simons. Lopez with the block. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Robert Covington's checked in for Harry Giles. Norman Powell comes in for Little. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Derek Jones. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons.
Their movement is good, and they get the ball into the right hand. Now, usually he drops those in between jumpers.
Middleton against McCollum. Over to the left wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
It doesn't take much for Lopez to dunk it. All he needs is the right positioning inside.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Lillard outside. He had a nice open look right there.
Gotta admire the passion Lillard plays with. He knows he loves having the ball in his hands.
Milwaukee leading by 4. Holiday with it. Now Covington defending. Antetokounmpo against Lillard. The kick out to Holiday. A shot by Middleton. Wide open. No good with the triple. Trailblazers have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. McCollum, no good. Got a piece of it. Covington with the steal. Took him no time at all on that one.
Can't forget about Covington in these moments. He relishes any chance to knock down big shots.
Holiday dishes to Antetokounmpo. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. The coach's challenge has been issued. A game like this, on the wire, this is what it's for.
This is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
DiVincenzo finds Antetokounmpo. There's 57 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Count it!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
Pass to Covington. Lillard with it. Outguarded by Giannis. And Lillard gets to Kanter. Back to Lillard to take the lead. No good that time.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Money!
And a big-time playmaker. When the game is up for grabs, give the rock to Giannis.
6-second difference between shot and game plan. Holiday against Lillard. Beyond the arc. It's good! And that shot brings them to within just one.
Reminding us again why he's one of the game's great clutch shooters.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2.
It definitely has the respect of the locker room. Holiday is someone that players enjoy playing with.
Those were pressure-packed free throws, and he looked as cool as he could be. So big to give them that three-point lead.
Back to Lillard. For the tie. Oh, he had a chance there to send it to overtime, but they come up. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.
When both teams are missing players, who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Morris. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony out there with Robert Covington. And it's Nurkic in at the center.
Well, at a healthy 235, Marcus Morris is pretty good at throwing his weight around, especially on the glass.
And Lillard kicks to Nurkic. Outside Anthony. Anthony drawing the double team. He's looking for Lillard and finds him. Covington with the bucket. Indoors tonight, two experienced teams will be battling.
Well, what you come to expect with experienced rosters are excellent defensive rotations, game plan discipline. These guys know how to play the game, so let's see how this plays out.
And here's Jackson after the three-pointer from Robert Covington. George passes to Zubats, and the dunk by Zubats.
There's a real knack for understanding when a guy is uncovered, and Paul George's court awareness on display right there. Beautiful.
Now here's Lillard. And he banks in the layup.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That's his first foul. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. And here's Leonard from three. Jackson passes to Zubats. The Clippers need to get off a shot. 2 on the clock, and that's good. Reggie Jackson for three.
The improved touch of Jackson, especially from range, now making him a multi-dimensional threat.
Lillard scanning the floor. And the rejection by Zubats. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. Excellent D there from Anthony.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
McCollum finds Nurkic. Kicks it out to Covington. Jacks up a three. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Giles checked in for the Trailblazers. And then for Los Angeles, Patterson, he's checked in for Zubats. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Jackson. Here's Patterson. And the Clippers miss again.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
The Clippers have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Good on the shot.
Hey, you're asking for trouble now if you let Paul George get room to run. Excellent transition and superb at getting himself in the right position.
Now here's Lillard and the pass to Giles. McCollum outside. Pass to Lillard. The tray. Morris with the rebound. The Clippers have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Here's George. Makes it off the glass.
Well, you have to respect the focus of Paul George, not letting the defense alter his shot.
Lillard, the pass to Giles. 1:24 left here in the first quarter. Here's Lillard. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Now here's Patterson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Leonard, no luck.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
And the basket by McCollum.
You know, often we think of Dame as a scorer first, but they're reminding us of his great ability to pass the rock.
Rondo against Lillard. Nice shot by Rondo. 8 lead changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
And I'm not sure I've seen a game with more lead changes this early.
The drive by Anthony. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Leonard inside, covered by Lillard. And Leonard gets it to go.
Kawhi Leonard's length and shot-making ability on the interior is problematic for the defense.
Lillard against Rondo. And Lillard kicks to Covington. He dishes it to Carmelo. Kicks it out to Covington. Fires the three. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. Pull-up jumper. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Clippers lead by 3. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here. What have they been doing or not doing?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
Giles is out there with Jones. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Simons in at the one. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Here's Simons. Giles. Batum grabs the miss. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not a leap tool, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
Here's Jackson after the basket by Yusuf Nurkic. Jackson passes to Zubac. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic. The Clippers shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Boy, really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Giles, the pass to Simons. He wants to get it to Nurkic, and does. Pass to Jones. And the layup falls.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Jackson passes to Zubac. Kennard on the wing. Jackson deciding where to go with it. Los Angeles with another miss.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Simons, the pass to Nurkic. Yep, that one goes in there. And now just a 4-point Clipper lead.
And such a polished player near the basket. Nurkic feels comfortable taking those in-close shots.
Passes to Mann. Jackson has the open look. They get it back.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, good evening. The Clippers were picked by many to win the title last year. Now, they didn't get it done, but Kawhi Leonard is not concerned. He said, we've just got to keep getting better, keep fighting. It's about the right team peaking at the right time. Guys are hoping this season their talent and their fight will win out. Back to you.
We will see. Good stuff, D.A. Thanks. Trailblazers have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. And the dunk by Powell.
This is Powell at his best. In attack mode, he is hard to stop.
LA's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Jackson passes to Zubac. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. So for the Trailblazers, Collum comes in for Harry Giles. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. On the wing, Batum. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Batum's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Rondo against Lillard. 1:04 left in the second quarter. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Rondo passes to Patterson. Puts up a 3. Rondo's shot is off. Portland trailing here. Powell kicks to Lillard. 36 seconds left now here in the second. And stolen by Patterson. Jackson passes to George. He can't hit that time. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Here's Lillard. They now take the lead. Lillard's got 8 points.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Jackson passes to Patterson. Shoots over Nurkic. No good there off the double clutch. And a close game so far through the first 2. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome you back. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They kept at it on both ends of the...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Paul George. Marcus Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. And it's Rajon Rondo. And it's Patterson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Lillard, following the basket by Marcus Morris. Back to Lillard.
That was nice, guys. The determination, the toughness, not going to shy away from the boards.
Leonard kicks to Patterson. Rebounded by Anthony. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for the Trailblazers. They trail by 1.
Well, Marcus Morris, the frame and the length, the block shots, that's pretty.
Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Now here's McCollum. It's Covington on the wing. Lillard from outside. A 3 from McCollum, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 3 assists in the game. Rondo against Lillard. To the paint. Tries from 10. Outside for George. A lot of great talkers over the years. Trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that.
No, we don't do that.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Outside, George. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually, he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more. And think about it. This guy plays his college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar.
Giants. It's hauled in by Zubac for Los Angeles. They've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Man gets the bucket.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Simons, the pass to Powell. They get a hand on it. George against Anthony. Wide open look here for Zubac. Kept alive. Trailblazers trail by 4. Covington into the lane. Powell against Kennard. From deep three-point range, the rebound by Giles. Giles has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Powell, that's good.
Well, this guy very capable of capitalizing close to the rim. Norman Powell making an impact inside.
Here's man. Portland making their last shot. On the wing, Morris. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And here's George for 3. Here's Zubac. Right side George. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
There's a rhythm with which Paul George plays the game of basketball. That pace is so important.
Powell, the pass to Simons. Back to Powell. Moving it up. That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Giles.
You know, you love your star players making others better, and Melo with the vision there.
Here's man. 26 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. But they'll get another chance. It's George on the wing. Kennard against Anthony. Shot clock at 5. Kennard kicks to Morris. George, that's a 2-pointer. And it's rebounded by Covington. Here's Giles. 3/4 of play in a close game here. Clippers ahead. Up 2 from Portland. We're back in a moment. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Portland trailing here. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Anthony, and it's Jones in at the 3 spot. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Now here's Jones. Clock at 6. Lillard with it. Guarded now by Jackson. That ties it up.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Outside Leonard. Over McCollum. From 12 feet out. A shot by Batum, no good. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. That puts them in the lead. Anthony's got his first points of the game.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
No doubt, keeping it very close. They're going to have to step up even more to get over the hump here.
Now, here is George. Pulls up, high post. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Zubac has got it all tied up now for the Clippers.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Here's Lillard. And easy 2 points on the layup.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Final quarter here, and we're just over 1.5 minutes through it. Now Jackson. There's the pass to Zubac. Missed inside. For Portland, they've gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the 4th quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the 3rd quarter. Jackson passes to Batum. Zubac with it, defended by Covington. And now Portland on the break. Leonard with the steal. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Pass to Batum. Back to Leonard. No good on that one. Now Portland takes it the other way. Here's Lillard. Batum grabs the miss. Covington with the steal. It's Jones on the wing. Up top, Covington, defended by George. And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That's his first foul. Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Anthony. Nurkic dishes to McCollum. Shoots from 17 feet out. That shot off.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Leonard with no one around. Nice spin off the left rim and in. It's all knotted up.
Let's remember this is a former Finals MVP. He will not blink in the biggest of moments.
McCollum kicks to Lillard. We've got 1:48 left here in the fourth quarter. Up top, Covington. 4 on the shot clock. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. Nurkic has got the lead up to 2 now for the Trailblazers.
And the swag Nurkic plays with, it's infectious. He doesn't back down from taking a big shot.
Oturu, the pass to Jackson. Here's Oturu. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Lillard against Jackson. Lillard attacking. He dishes it to Nurkic. Second chance shot. Kicks it out to Lillard. No good on the triple. Clippers have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Good.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Now here's Lillard. Dishes it to Covington. Back to Lillard. Three-pointer. Knocks down the three.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
Here's Jackson. Man passes to Oturu. And foul on the shot. So he'll get it. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. They have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed. And the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Terry Stotts talk to his team during that timeout. He told them, hey, guys, this is a close game, but if we execute right here, I like our chances. There's no need for hero ball. Trust one another. Make the simple play. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks so much, David. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. Tip-off goes to the Clippers. And always a good ride in these post-regulation battles. This overtime now looking to be an exciting one. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the floor for Portland, Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Anthony. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Simons in at the 1 spot.
You have to appreciate the doggedness and intensity on the glass. Wow.
Here's Simons. He's covered by Rondo. And foul on the shot. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. We're double-checking, and the game continues on.
Trailblazers shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. Powell, no one around him. Off target from outside. Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the floor since the start of overtime. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Boy, what is more fear-invoking than Kawhi off the bounce near the cup? Look out.
And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trailblazers. A 2-point game. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. He drops the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1. The Trailblazers making a switch here. McCollum's checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And that was huge right there. Just as cool as he could be. And he's been clutch at the line there in a very tense moment.
Rondo looking around. Zubac kicks to George. Fires for 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. It's rebounded by Leonard. Clippers have gone 2 of 5 on shot attempts since the end of regulation. On deep. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Covington's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And now they decide to foul intentionally. He hits the first one, and that gives them the lead.
Well, Robert Covington, an example of what the G League is all about. Undrafted back in 2013, but in 2014 goes for Rookie of the Year in the G League, and it wasn't long before he became an NBA starter.
Outside, George. Count the basket.
You can see Paul George is locked in right now. Big-time shots demonstrate his elite level in the NBA.
And here's Portland. McCollum outside. Pass to Simons. He feeds it to Nurkic. Portland moving the ball. McCollum, no good.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net. Wow! How about Paul George commanding the basketball when his team needs a basket? Go to work, sir.
It's McCollum on the wing, defended by George. McCollum, no good. Nurkic against Leonard. Outside for Rondo. Back to Leonard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
I love scorers who want to seek contact. Kawhi Leonard consistently in the top 20 in free throw attempts. Well, you love a guy who gets himself to the line, takes his time, and makes the free throws. Complete professional.
So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really came out. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And the starting lineups have concluded. So, greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports. And the injury report for both teams. Players who will not be available tonight.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3. And for Brooklyn, Kyrie Irving is out there with Harden. And there's Green, then it's Jordan, and it's Harris in at the 3 spot. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
And that was not an opportunity Lillard was going to let pass by. Getting down the floor in an instant and finishing on the break.
Harden dishes to Irving. He kicks it to Green. 6 to shoot. He dishes it to Harden.
And the mid-range game of Harden, excellent. An offensive genius, really. I mean, knows exactly where to get the looks that he wants.
Now here's McCollum. Passes it to Powell. Over Harris. The shot by Powell, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Ferociousness from Harden, looking like he wants to tear the rim off.
For Portland, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. It's Covington on the wing. Lillard up top, guarded by Harden. And Lillard kicks to Powell. From downtown, that one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Now here's Irving. And the rebound by Nurkic. Portland trailing here. Oh, Covington in position. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Harden the pass to Irving. Back to Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
Well, I tell you what, with Harden, sometimes it seems the more the defense bodies him up, the more determined and effective he is in scoring.
Now here's Lillard. Kicks to Nurkic. Outside Covington. Pass to Lillard. Dish now to Nurkic. 5 to shoot. Back to Lillard for 3. Covington. And Covington stays with it. Covington's got his second bucket.
Boy, how about the effort and energy that time by Covington? Just worked his way right to the glass and got the follow-up basket.
Jordan high post. From deep, Harden. The shot, no good. And the Trailblazers going the other way. It's McCollum on the wing, guarded by Jordan. Over in the corner, Lillard. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And it's Harden with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. They trail by 1. Covington with the steal. To the middle. Powell dishes to Nurkic. Shoots from the block, and he can't bank that one in. For Brooklyn, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Irving, good.
Always a threat on the drive. Irving has an explosive first step.
Portland's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Three-pointer, Lillard. Jordan with the rebound.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Irving against McCollum. Green kicks to Irving. Nets passing it around. Cranes the three-pointer. Irving's got 5 points so far.
Irving knocking down that 3. Textbook form, too. Never rushes anything. Mechanics are efficient and effective.
McCollum outside. And yes, it's good. James Harden getting it done for the Brooklyn Nets. He notched 8 points. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Derek Jones is out there with Anthony. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in at the 5. Now here's McCollum. And he makes good on the layup.
Never seems to shy away from playing in attack mode. McCollum likes to keep the pressure on the D.
Johnson outside. Pass to Aldridge. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Here's Simons. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Down low and stolen by Aldridge. In transition, here come the Nets. Griffin with the ball. Johnson surveying the floor. Griffin passes to Aldridge. Luwawu-Cabarrot kicks to Aldridge. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Here's Simons. He's guarded by Johnson. Kanter, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
And, you know, Kanter can dominate on the court, but his real passion may be pro wrestling. He even held a pro title belt for a little while. He's a big, strong fella. I know I wouldn't want to be in the ring with him.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Luwawu-Cabarrot, and Irving subbed in for Johnson. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Little's checked in. Now here's Aldridge. And there's the pass to Irving. Goes up to the stripe. It's deflected, and they're able to recover. Claxton with the bucket. Claxton's got the lead up to 4 now for the Nets.
Boy, Aldridge commands so much defensive attention. There's bound to be somebody open on every possession, and this time, LaMarcus finds him.
Here's Simons. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. They get the rebound. Cantor kicks it out to Jones. Outside Anthony. Over Claxton. Portland no good that time either. Nets leading by 4. Irving up top. In the corner, it's Griffin. Back to Irving. Aldridge finds Irving. Oh, good on the 3. Trailblazers trail by 4. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are. But look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Brooklyn. Trailing by 2. There's 49 seconds left to play in the first half. Feeds it to Aldridge. And it's Portland with the rebound. Cantor's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And Anthony with the basket on the assist by Little. And it's a 4-point Portland lead.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Irving looking over the floor. And there's the foul. It's on Nasir Little. That is his first foul of the game. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Aldridge. Joe Harris comes in for Blake Griffin. Johnson, he's checked in for Bruce Brown. And James Harden has subbed in for Irving. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Cantor. Robert Covington comes in for Jones. Norman Powell's checked in for Little. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Lillard way outside. The long distance 3 is buried. Lillard's got 5 points so far. Here is Harden. Lets it go with a 3. But they get it back. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the 3rd quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. Some good moments from both teams. And that'll...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You gotta like what Harden has done in this game so far.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Green is out there with Joe Harris. Then there's Irving. Then it's Harden, and it's Jordan in at the 5. So that's the Nets 5. Portland leading by 5. Powell finds Lillard. And a miss there on the triple.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Irving attacking. Nurkic with the block. McCollum passes to Lillard. The 3. McCollum no good. Nets shooting in this game 45%. got 5. Harden right side. Over McCollum. The putback, and there's Jordan putting it right back in.
There it is, the first basket of the half after missing their first 3 attempts.
Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Lillard from outside, and that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got his 6th rebound on the night.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Irving misses.
Clearly out of rhythm now, guys. I mean, just 1 for 5 to begin the second half.
And the layup's good off the glass. Lillard's got 7 points in the game.
No excuse giving Lillard that kind of positioning. That's just too easy.
Outside Irving. Looking to end his cold spell. Here's Jordan. He kicks it to Irving. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. He's got 7.
The team does a nice job supporting what Kyrie Irving does. I mean, they've got total trust in his ability, so I think they work a lot harder to set him up. I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front.
On the wing, Harris. And on the way from Irving for 3. Another miss by Irving.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Passes it to McCollum. Back to Covington. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Oh, in a game this snug, you can ill afford to commit those kinds of turnovers.
Luwawu is checked in for Kyrie Irving. Portland also making some changes. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. And it's Derek Jones in for Robert Covington. There's the lob to the hoop. No good from Luwawu.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
From the high post, the offensive rebound. It'll go. The Portland lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from DeAndre Jordan.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
The shot by Lillard, wide open. His 3-pointers off the mark.
1 made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
I really appreciate how Harden handles contact, staying in control of his body, and tremendous balance.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 9. 1:15 left in the third quarter. Count it.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Nets trail by 3. And here's Harden. He's got 10. Lobs it up for Jordan. Plays it in off a pretty alley-oop.
And, you know, when you get a clean look at the rim, Harden usually will find you. I think he's underrated and undervalued at making his teammates better.
Now here's Lillard. 11 points in the game. 43 seconds left to play in the third. That one good for 2.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
Harden with it. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
Love the ferocity. Heck, that's one of my favorite words, ferocity. Harden, excellent at accelerating and decelerating. That's the thing that makes him so tough. He can go fast, slow, or mid-range speed.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, You got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And I think one of the things understated about Harden, he's a great athlete. I mean, he can rise and bounce. He's strong. He's quick. He can easily punch it on you when he gets to the rim.
And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Nets lead by 1. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, Robert Covington out there with Enes Kanter. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then it's Anthony. And it's Simons in at the 2-guard spot. Got a hand on it. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Irving against Lillard. Here's Kanter. He goes up again. Kicks it out to Lillard. Off target with the open look.
I guess even he took this one of those once in a while.
Luwawu, a three-pointer off the mark. For Portland, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Boy, I love watching Lillard turn on the Jets using that astounding speed to blaze past the defenders.
Now, here is Irving. Knocks it loose. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Portland. McCollum comes in for Anthony Simons. Lillard against Irving. Here's the three. And Damian Lillard, good for the three. Lillard's got the lead up to 6 now for the Trailblazers.
And this is peak Dame, rising, firing, one of the more confident shooters we have in our game.
To the inside, and they get it. Here's Griffin. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
And they've shown a little extra hustle on the offensive glass here in the second half. Second chance points are starting to add up for them, and they can use every one of them. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Harris, no good. Trailblazers leading by 4. The drive by Nurkic. Anthony on the wing. Portland again missing.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
Irving passes to Green. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Stolen by McCollum. Stolen by Harden. And here's Harris from the arc. Second shot opportunity. To the paint. And the dunk by Jordan.
Hey, that's why you want an experienced veteran like DeAndre Jordan. That's a huge hoop from him.
Lillard, right side. And the basket is good. Lillard's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
Harden against McCollum. Outside Irving. Just 5 to shoot. Hits the jumper in space.
Boy, you need a confident player to get you a big bucket. And that's exactly who Irving is and what he does.
Here's Lillard, and then Lillard slams it in.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And really, the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
So for the Trailblazers, Cantor is checked in for Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Powell in for Carmelo Anthony. Lillard outside. It's Covington on the wing. Lillard against Harden. Kicks it out to Lillard. Over Harden. Here's Cantor. It drops.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was want to. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. From deep, Harden. Another shot. From outside the arc. It's in! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
Man, they're getting a fantastic effort from James Harden.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possession.
It's Powell on the wing. Here's Lillard. McCollum outside. And Jordan sends it down.
Hey, you know he's around, and that's what he does. DeAndre Jordan throwing that shot out of there.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. They're behind by one. Just 2 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, what's your take?
And guys, it all comes down to this. One shot to win the game. They have just enough time to run a play that'll lead to a catch and shoot here on the inbound. Maybe one quick pass and then get it up.
Irving from long range. Wow, drew the contact, and that three almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
You know, what comes to mind first when you think of Irving is his handle. Rush hour tight, but also his dynamic ability as a scorer.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're leading by one. 1 second left in the game. He sinks the clutch free throw. And he is good on the second free throw, giving them the lead. And so he's good on all 3 free throws, and that will put them up by 2.
Yeah, free throws put them in an excellent position to win this thing now. It's all in the hands of the D.
And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes the ball. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. That's a look at our setting tonight. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3 spot. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the small forward position. And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. In the backcourt matchup tonight, Brent, definitely high-powered at the point guard position in particular. Much more scoring expected than in decades past.
Well, I think guys have the green light, Kevin, to fire away at the first available opportunity. The offense isn't taught the same way with orchestrators at the point guard position. Now guys are looking to be overly aggressive with their scoring prowess and to try to make plays sometimes feels secondary.
Now Holiday after the missed 3 from Damian Lillard, and it goes down 2 points. Holiday's got the first basket of the game for Milwaukee.
Well, instead of flailing for a foul, Drew Holiday does not expect the call, maintains his focus, and gets that shot to go.
Now here's McCollum. Pass to Nurkic. Back to McCollum. Shoots over DiVincenzo. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
You give CJ that kind of shot, and he's going to knock it down. He'll exploit the defense all night long.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. The Bucks making a change here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. About a minute played so far here in the first. Covington with the steal. And now Portland on the break. McCollum with the ball. And there's the whistle, called a clear path foul there. Yep. And he'll shoot 2 at the line. Portland shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with. And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
And up the court come the Bucks on the break. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Oh, I would love to see Giannis in the dunk contest. Wouldn't that be sweet?
And you go back, Giannis Antetokounmpo, the 15th pick in that 2013 draft. Hindsight, obviously 2020, but I think it's safe to say he should have been drafted a little bit higher.
Yeah, you have so many of those blogs out there that go back and want to redraft classes. Giannis Antetokounmpo back in 2013, I'm pretty sure at this point would be taken number 1.
And Nurkic gets it to go.
Yeah, when Nurkic goes across the lane there, hard to get him out of the way, and he collects the offensive rebound.
Holiday against Lillard. The shot by Holiday, no good.
Well, he had the perfect opportunity to finish that one, guys, and just flat out blew it.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Cullen passes to Lillard. Outside, Covington. 6 on the shot clock. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. And Lopez with the block.
This defense gets a lot scarier when Lopez is blocking shots.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Holiday looking over the floor. Double team on Holiday. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, Holiday focused there and a good job of scoring despite getting whacked.
Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for the Bucks. And a switch here also for Portland. Anthony's checked in. Now here's Lillard. Pass to Powell. Anthony in the corner. Lillard outside. It's Powell on the wing. But they recover it. Nurkic kicks to Powell. And a wide open look for McCollum. And it's off from three-point range. Milwaukee in the lead. Connaughton passes to Lopez. Nails the baby hook.
Lopez down on the inside, getting that soft touch to go.
The Trailblazers have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. And here's McCollum for 3. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
This is a solid opening quarter right here. Very active and creating a lot of good opportunities for himself.
Holiday dishes to Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
How about Drew Holiday? Unselfish, team-first player. Love that from the guard position.
The pass to Carmelo, taken away by Holiday. Passes it to Connaughton. And now we've got the intentional foul. A different look for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. And then for the Trailblazers, Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Derek Jones comes in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Lillard. For Milwaukee, they've gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Giannis comes in for P.J. Tucker. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes.
Fundamental play there from Lopez, spotting the open man and then sending him the ball.
Outside Anthony, out to the wing. Here's Simon. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Here's Holiday. He's got 5. For Milwaukee, they have shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game. And he knocks down the first one. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Such a big guy, Kanter, but also incredibly lean. At the NBA Combine, for instance, he tested out at 6% body fat, an extraordinarily low number for a man of his size.
Antetokounmpo, and Giannis throws it down.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Pass to Jones. McCollum outside. Got it off in time. No good on the last second attempt there. And so lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. And earlier we checked in with Giannis Antetokounmpo, who had this to say about
I think the most important lesson that I got is
all part of the process of achieving greatness.
Yeah, and most guys have had to go through it. MJ, LeBron, leading a team to a championship rarely happens early on.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Then it's Brook Lopez. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Forbes in at the 1 spot. Yes, once again, he remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. And then for the Trailblazers, Robert Covington's checked in for Anthony. And Norman Powell subbed in for C.J. McCollum. Middleton for 3. And Cantor pulls it down. Trailblazers trail by 7. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Trailblazers have been solid at the line so far, 4 for 4. And some changes here for the Bucks. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Chris Middleton. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Damian Lillard, he's checked in for Anthony Simons. Now here's DiVincenzo. Pass to Connaughton. Tipped away. The shot, no good. Good D by Jones. And that's an intentional foul. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. The Trailblazers shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. And so he hits the technical free throw.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. And here is Antetokounmpo after Damian Lillard was able to get the 3 to go. No good. That's just his first miss in 7 shots.
And last season, Giannis Antetokounmpo welcoming his first child into the world.
And maybe now an MVP at home as a most valuable papa. The mother of his son was a volleyball player in her day. So you got to think, as this kid grows up, maybe the recruits are sending letters already.
Here is Forbes. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
Giannis bringing it down, using that sensational length to get that finish.
Lillard against Giannis. Stolen away. Good work there as it goes. And now a 5-point Bucks lead.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Lillard outside. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. A minute 42 left in the first half of the game. Hits it from 3-point range.
They're having more success from 3-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
Forbes the pass to Giannis. He's still up. Now he is 9 of 10.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Lillard against Giannis. Lillard dishes to Covington. Kicks it out to Lillard. Trying to find Covington. Gets it to him. Back to Lillard. Lets it go from deep. Offensive rebound. Nurkic the pass to Jones. Misses from short range.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
And from the line a season ago, 73%.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Milwaukee. Holiday comes in for Bryn Forbes. Portland also making some changes. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Jones. And McCollum subbed in for Norman Powell.
Feeling more and more comfortable in this offense. That's just Chris Middleton making a play.
There's the pass to Covington. Back to Lillard. From deep 3-point range. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Trailblazers have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight. A different look for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Drew Holiday. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. DiVincenzo can't hit it. go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. Cantor finds McCollum with the tip, and Cantor able to finish.
And it's not a secret. Cantor is a major factor on the offensive glass thanks to his size, strength, and excellent hands.
Up in time, and no good on the last second attempt this time. Giannis on it. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2. It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 18 points, 2 rebounds, and that's...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the small forward. Giannis against Lillard. Clock at 6. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. They get it again. Here's Nurkic. The second chance effort. And Lillard kicks to Powell. Back to Lillard. And then Lillard slams it in.
Yeah, not something you want to do. You let Lillard drive all the way to the rack, and he will throw it down.
Milwaukee in the lead. Connaughton passes to Middleton, and stolen by Lillard. For the tie, and the layup is up and in. 11 points for Damian Lillard.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Lillard against Giannis. Lillard left side. He kicks it to Powell. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting the lights out in this building, 68% from the field.
So hard to stop down low. Giannis gets around the basket, and it feels like within 8 feet, he's going to dunk just about anything.
Inside, Nurkic lays it up and banks it in. Nurkic has got his second basket. Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him number 1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for, but at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that. Stolen by Middleton. And it's the Bucks on the break.
Middleton's got such a great wingspan. That comes into play on steals just like that one.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. They trail by 6. And Lillard throws it down.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Defense has got to be better. Flat-out effort was not there.
Here's Giannis. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Robert Covington picks one up.
Just don't know how Giannis's 2 steps equal anybody else's 5 steps. You can't catch up.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Bryn Forbes comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Drew Holiday in for Pat Connaughton. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Jones checked in for McCollum. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Bucks leading by 3. Outside Holiday. It's deflected.
That's good footwork from the big man as Cantor aware defensively to get to that one.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Here's Simons. No good. That would have tied it.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him, and that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Here's Giannis. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Antetokounmpo's got 10 points here in the second half. And he commits the intentional foul. A different look for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. And Antetokounmpo subbed in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Cantor finds Jones. Out to Anthony. It's his first trip to the line.
84%. That's what he was able to convert on a season ago from the line.
That's good from Anthony.
Just get a feeling like Melo has brought some extra energy to this one. This guy eats, drinks, and breathes basketball, but he's at it here tonight.
There's 37 seconds left in the third. Lays it up off the glass. Holiday's got 7 points.
Such a smart offensive play right there. When Holiday sees that chance open up right there, he's all over.
Simons, the pass to Cantor. Here's Simons. Cantor with it. And Jones has it in the corner. A nice shot by Simons.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And here's Holiday. He's got 7. And they pick up 2. 9 points in the game so far.
Now they're playing working to perfection there if that was their plan. And if it wasn't, maybe that should be their plan.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for... And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. They've got Chris Middleton, Dante DiVincenzo. He's out there with Holiday. Then it's P.J. Tucker. And it's Portis in at the 5 down low. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jones, the pass to Cantor. Bucket is good.
The number of go-to moves and a soft touch. Cantor can crush you inside.
Bucks leading by 3. Here's Holiday. Over to the wing. Portis finds Holiday. DiVincenzo with it. The kick out to Holiday. Shot clock at 6. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup. And that is a huge call. That is not who they wanted to see headed to the bench with the outcome still in question.
Simons, the pass to Cantor. Here's Simons. Cantor kicks to Little. Shoots over Portis. Cantor controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
There's the positive attitude, the strong work ethic of Cantor. Great putback.
And so Holiday will bring it up for the Bucks. They lead by 1. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
And sometimes as a point guard, you gotta take things into your own hands.
Yeah, right. It's okay to be selfish when you have a chance like that.
Well, if he's calling his own number, there's a reason for it. There you respect the decision-making from him out there.
Jones, no luck. Milwaukee leading by 3. Here's Middleton, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Well, at 235 pounds, Middleton is hard to throw off balance, so he can take that contact and still finish through.
Now here's Little. Defended by DiVincenzo. To the middle. Here's Cantor. Anthony down low. Guarded by Tucker. The shot by Anthony, no good.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
So both teams making some changes here. Trailblazers trail by 5. Lillard looking around. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. And a foul call. Almost got it to go in, but he'll go to the line for 2.
Lillard just a menace when he's driving inside. Forces the D to act, which is why he gets those calls.
Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for the Bucks. Bryn Forbes comes in for Dante DiVincenzo.
You might want to think twice before sending him to the line again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
Covered by Lillard. To the paint. Covington with the steal. And they go to the intentional foul. And the Bucks making a change here. Middleton's checked in. Trailblazers trail by 3. Lillard outside. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Lillard's got 11 in the second half.
He's a guy that lives for a big moment like that. Great focus and courage in the clutch.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. And he makes that one. Giannis has got 30 points.
Giannis Antetokounmpo is a star in this league. And more the team trusts him in those moments.
Here's Lillard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. First free throw is good, and that narrows the gap to 1.
So you got quicks, you got instincts, and you got aggression. Damian Lillard capable of taking over just about any time he wants.
And nice there. He does not waste those opportunities. Just what they needed with this game still in doubt.
Giannis up top. 2 points. That one goes. Antetokounmpo's got 4 points in the quarter.
Big-time shot from young Giannis there. He feels more and more comfortable in these big moments.
Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard throws it down hard.
Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
And I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
And so Antetokounmpo looking over it. Yes!
It's a huge night for Giannis Antetokounmpo at the offensive end of the floor. That length and athleticism just proving to be too much for any defensive scheme.
Lillard against Antetokounmpo. Got it! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
And he wants the ball at the end of the games. You can see why Lillard's stepping up again to the challenge.
20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now here's Giannis. Yes!
And they do have a foul to give.
Now Lillard to take the lead, and time expires. Fantastic defensive play to seal the... Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining. What a story. David, thank you. Looking now at the lineups for both teams tonight. Some names out of action.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the small forward. And for the Clippers, Paul George is out there with Jackson. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Morris in at the 4. Now here is George. Zubac finds Morris. Now here's Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. Over McCollum. Tips it. It's good on the putback.
And the fireworks begin. Should be an amazing show tonight.
How good is it to see the first one go through the net?
Here's Lillard. To the inside. Nurkic. McCollum outside. Goes back up. And Lillard lays it up and in.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
Now here's Jackson. Pass to Leonard. Shoots over Powell. Misses off the right iron.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
And this is in Morris's wheelhouse right here. Extremely fluid with the catch and release.
Now here's McCollum. He dishes it to Powell. Lillard outside. A three-pointer, no good. The Clippers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And here's George for 3. And no good. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. McCollum, no good.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Leonard with the bucket.
Like a gazelle cruising down the court, Kawhi's difficult to stay with in transition.
It's Powell on the wing. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Lillard, the pass to McCollum. There's the triple. It's hauled in by the Clippers. And here's Jackson. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Pass to Zubac. Shoots over Covington. And that one is good from Zubac. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much-needed asset.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles, Patrick Patterson. He's checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Jackson. Nailed from three-point land.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
On the basket by Jones.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Now here's Batum. Patterson up top. Trailblazers trail by 7. Lobs it up for Anthony. No good that time. Batum scanning the floor. No good from outside.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Three-pointer, Lillard, and another 3 for Portland.
Awesome form on the triple. Lillard with textbook technique.
30 seconds left to play in the first. Patterson against Cantor. Here's Leonard. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
You know what, though? They keep calling his number despite the difficult quarter he's had.
Jones kicks to Cantor. Dishes it to Lillard. Launches a three. Unable to get that one. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist from Batum. Leonard's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Clipper. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
On the floor for Portland, we've got Anthony. Also Enes Kanter out there. CJ McCollum out there with Jones. And it's Simons in at the one. McCollum outside. Inside, Kanter. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Looking back at McCollum's breakout third year, yeah, the scoring skyrocketed, but that assist rate went up as well. Effective as a decision maker.
Now here's Patterson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Down low, and it's Patterson finishing it off.
The activity level from Patterson is what makes him such an impact on the floor.
And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trail Blazers, trailing here by 8. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Portland shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And when you think of McCollum, the word efficient comes to mind. This guy just shoots the ball and plays the game at a high level.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Zubac is checked in for Patterson. Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Jackson in for Rajon Rondo. Here's Mann. Zubac in the post. He's guarded by Nurkic. Zubac, that's good.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Kennard finds Morris. Shoots over Covington. Morris, no good. Trailblazers trail by 8. Here's McCollum. The pass to Nurkic. It's hauled in by the Clippers. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. Here's McCollum. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And give McCollum credit. It's big for his confidence when he's able to muscle these shots in.
Jackson looking it over. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Up the floor. Here's Covington. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 3 assists in the game. To the left side wing. Passes it to Zubac. Kicks to Jackson. Back to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
I like when Reggie Jackson is seeking out his teammates. He could have took that shot, but his teammate, he was wide open.
And at his peak, Reggie Jackson is one of the better guards in the league. He's still got that confidence.
Yes, he does. Injuries slowed him down, but still able to create his shot anytime he wants.
Here's Jackson following the basket by CJ McCollum. No good from Zubac. Trailblazers trail by 4. McCollum passes to Covington. Pulls up on the elbow. It's not going to fall. He's taken 4 shots and made 2. Doubled by McCollum. Pass to Mann. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Howell against Morris. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. George is checked in for Los Angeles. And a switch here also for Portland. Lillard's checked in for McCollum. Lillard up top. Kennard covering. Covington against Morris. Covington passes to Simons. Back to Covington. And the dunk by Covington.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
Here's Zubac. The Blazers getting the bucket. Outside for Jackson. The dish to George. And the Clippers miss again. Portland trailing here. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. To the wing right side. George against Lillard. Stolen by Jackson. Here's George. Yep, that one goes. George has got 5.
Smooth off the bounce with the strength to finish through contact. Paul George showing us how it's done.
And oh, that was close. He draws the foul. He'll shoot 2. The Trailblazers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And as a team, excellent a season ago. About 80% when they got to the line.
We've seen them put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
So that'll be it for the first.
Thanks, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see. Right out of the gates, it was the Clippers setting the tone. Near flawless execution from both the defensive and offensive areas of their game. And
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You've got to like what Ivica Zubac has done in this game.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
Basketball 101. You've got to put a body on him. Unfortunately, that's a fundamental that's gone by the wayside.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So for the Clippers right now, they've got Paul George. Ivica Zubac is out there with Morris. And there's Jackson, and it's Leonard in at the 3.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball on the three-point line.
And George gets it to go. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside. All the officials are all over that one.
This is his first free throw of the game.
At about an 82% clip a season ago, so I'm sure he'll take those numbers.
And the first one at the line is good.
And a guy who's bounced around the league a little. Surprising, given that Morris is a solid shooter and a pretty good defender and rebounder.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 7. Nurkic dishes to McCollum. It's Covington on the wing. Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Back to Lillard. Shot clock at 5. Trailblazers keep it alive. Nurkic uses the glass to finish the layup.
And this is where Nurkic gets a lot of his points, staying active even after the shot goes up.
Jackson against Lillard. Outside Jackson. Takes the 3. Drills the three-pointer. Jackson's got the lead up to 10 now for the Clippers.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. The feed to Powell, and it's McCollum in the corner. Pass to Nurkic. Portland needs to get off a shot. The 10-footer finds the target.
Great dish from Nurkic there. He really has a sixth sense for those reads.
George passes to Morris. To the middle. Here's Oturu. He's guarded by Nurkic. Near the three-point line, it's Morris. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Powell, no one around him. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
Jackson passes to George. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. George has got 10 points in the game.
He's been a big factor in their offense tonight, making shot after shot. The homecoming for Paul George, playing in L.A. with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC. 5 first-round picks and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Oturu, the pass to George. Launches it. Rebounded by Covington.
And guys, the Clippers were willing to give almost anything for PG because they basically got Kawhi Leonard in the deal as well.
And let's remember, GA, he could have been a Laker. They would have had to trade away the 2nd pick in the 2017 draft. That or Brandon Ingram. Their loss became the Clippers' game.
58 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Lillard outside. Morris against Covington. He feeds it to Nurkic. Portland moving the ball around. And it's Lillard missing.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
Outside Leonard takes a 3. And Damian Lillard pulls it down. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Portland. 8-point game. Here's Oturu. He's guarded by Nurkic. It's good.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Covington in the corner. Back to Lillard. It'll count. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Los Angeles going into the break with a 10-point lead. And thanks to their... And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
At his position, traditionally, his job is to shoot the basketball. Give him credit for keeping his eyes up and just taking what the defense allows.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth. Enes Kanter is out there with Anthony. Then it's Jones. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Simons in at the 2-guard spot. Off target with his 3.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Now here's Rondo. Here's Patterson. Lays it up and banks it in. Patterson's got the lead up to 12 now for the Clippers.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Lillard attacking, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Almost unstoppable on the drive. Lillard's talent for ball handling, letting him just cut through the defense.
Now the pass to Kennard. Here's Oturu. He's covered by Kanter. Back to Kennard. He dishes it to Patterson. A 3-ball. Portland grabs the miss. Kanter's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Anthony. Kicks it out to Lillard. Back to Anthony, and it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. The Trailblazers making a switch here. McCollum's checked in. Passes it to Jones. To the paint. Cantor, the pass to Jones. Here's Anthony. Lillard from outside. Batum grabs the miss.
What I like, he hasn't stopped competing despite the off night.
Pass to Oturu, stolen by Cantor. Here's Jones. He kicks to Cantor. Lillard left side. Lets a floater go. It's blocked. Outside Rondo. Kennard with the ball. That three off the mark. Lillard against Rondo. And Cantor throws it down.
Yeah, quick thinking wins Dame assists. Finds the open man and the ball instantly there for the finish.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Rondo looking around. Feeds it to Patterson. Shot clock at 3. That one a little long. Trailblazers trail by 8.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence. And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Lillard against Rondo. Out left to the wing. They need this one. Here's Kennard. Pass to Oturu. Puts it up. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Enes Kanter.
At the line for your Clippers.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Morris is checked in for Patterson. Leonard comes in for Nicholas Batum. Paul George, he's checked in for Luke Kennard. And it's Jackson in for Rajon Rondo. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Cantor. Robert Covington comes in for Anthony. And it's Powell in for Derek Jones. Nurkic uses the glass to finish the layup.
And such a polished player near the basket. Nurkic feels comfortable taking those in-close shots.
Clippers leading by 6. There's 1:17 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Outside Leonard. Morris passes to Oturu. Out to Morris. On deep. Los Angeles with another miss. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points.
Big-time hoop from Covington. He's had to earn everything he's gotten in his NBA career.
Outside Jackson. Out to Morris. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And the Clippers making a change here. Zubats is checked in. McCollum outside. It's McCollum on the wing. The pass to Powell. For 3, Covington. Back to Powell. Latrey. Rebound by the Clippers. Now George. So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks.